that's the kind of thing that's that has shown up in service bays. Somebody's driveway can trigger that, just getting in and out of it. And in that event, of course, first question is it an active curved car? And the second question is, how steep's your driveway? So it's just an educational thing, not an actual problem with the vehicle. Now I'm going to shift back to the cameras here, the surround cameras. You have two prerequisites when you buy on off-road. One is the surround camera package, and the other is the adaptive air suspension. So you've already ponied up for those two, which makes getting the on-off-road package not a terribly expensive proposition. I think it's like $1,800 more. But the reason they make the cameras prerequisite is I would have to have you out of the car
guiding
spotting
you.
That's right. But I'm able to do this, use the cameras, and spot myself as I go through here. And a couple of these, like this one, it's absolutely invaluable. Let's see, check that. I'm watching my mirror to check this one over here behind us. We can actually lean the car into the tree if we're not careful with it because of the ruts.
Yep.
But it's consistent assist rate, regardless of our engine speed. That's nice. It's not something you get with the old hydraulic systems.
Whoever cooked this out did a hell of a job.
Yes, I agree. If it was my driveway, I'm taking every other tree. Quick. All right, now this is my favorite camera demo up here. It's even better than getting through the trees. See this boulder up here? Okay. So I'm going to pull up the hill. It's gone now. Now we pick it up in the camera, which is pretty self-explanatory. See it? That's a given. That's how you handle that. But where the camera, surround cameras come into their own, and where the real money shot is right here. Now look at the projected rear wheel path. We got problems right here. We're good right there. We got problems right here. We're good right there. So think of the value that would have in a parking lot.
Yep.
Type maneuver. Now I drive by that rock many times a week, and it doesn't move. But I would never be able to drive by it without that camera, without getting out to check it. We're using DSR right here. We've been using it all right. What it's used for. It's called DSR because it's downhill speed regulation. We're going to use it on this 70% slope here. DSR is only active up to 12 miles an hour. You can set it 1 through 11. Now, just because you have it set to 5 miles an hour, which is what I have it set to, if I let off the throttle when I'm coasting at 15, it's not going to do any air. There it goes. Feel it come off the ground there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this has been kind of slick. I haven't been able to stick it.
I'm sliding out my seatbelt. Oh my god, oh my god.
A little bit more.
You're on brake here.
I am. There it goes. It's sliding. I'm off the brake, but DSR is doing its job. And DSR is the one that slows. If that doesn't slide, I'm able to hold the car on the side of the hill.
That was great.
And then we release the car and I show you DSR. But we were going. It was sliding on top of the hill.
Yep.
Here's DSR. I'm off the pedals entirely. It takes us down. And see, right here, DSR does not power the car. It's only for downhill. We're idling. That's what's pulling the car. But you can see we're not doing 5 miles an hour. So it's only managing your descent speed. It's just a braking thing. All right, back to the camera. I want you guys to pay attention to what you feel and hear inside the car as we go up this. You're going to hear the suspension. It's got to make noise. Tires hitting the ground, suspension articulating, which the car is.
Oh my god.
feels pretty solid, doesn't it?
Yeah. Why did they open the door?
I'll show you when we get up here.
Okay.
Now what we just did by going up the steps is kind of a dynamic twist test. The car's bouncing like this. It feels just like this, but you're actually twisting it like this. When we get up here and get into place, we're going to put full. And in a lesser car, in a lot of cars, in competitor cars, we do this test, open the door, and the car sags. It creates a whole bunch of problems for a normal car.
I'll be out there for a few years. I haven't had a chance. I've been to Tahoe. I was actually back in I grew up in the city.
All right, easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, get over here on this. What have you. But it's going to get something really close to 30. Now, everybody knows someone that's had a Jeep. This is where you'd be locking hubs. We're going up this with just goes right up. I mean, we're not even using any RPM or power here. It's bouncy, but the car's not working hard.
How much are you throttling up?
Not much, probably at most 25%. Now see, that's because we have it low range, so we have the torque multiplier, and so it's not breathing hard going up there at all. Now we're in the range for DSR. I don't let DSR stop us on this hill because it's bouncy. I'm doing it, but this is a good example too.
I got it.
I'm stopping here just to show you. We wouldn't have made it up the hill. We'd have been dragging. It works well.
That's great.
Go back to the camera here. Now this is supposed to be 18 inches of water. It's a little bit low from lack of rain, but 23 and a half is on the spec sheet.
Now, why didn't DSR kick in there?
It could have, but I wanted to drive it into the puddle. If I'd been off the throttle, a little bit.
Negated the DSR?
Yes.
Okay.
See, DSR is only when you're off throttle, cruising. Now, that's the reason I talk so much about DSR. We'll make sure you guys get that. DSR is only for downhill and coasting. It's not cruise.
Got it.
So if I had elected to not drive the car into the mud hole, it would have used DSR and go. So the takeaway, that's a really bumpy feature right there, but what they want you to have from that is the experience of going up the off-road feature and then a driveway-sized turnaround. And we did it without changing any settings.
Yeah.
So the versatility is built in. All right, you heard him talking about up on the hill. You heard him talking about the roller test here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to reiterate all that, but I'm going to tell you, we'll go slowly enough that you can feel 4ETS doing its job. Customer won't have this experience because we're going to be able to do this at about 5 miles an hour. And we're going to go from 4-wheel drive down to 1-wheel drive and then back. Now we have 2-wheel drive over here. You feel it.
Rollers on both sides?
There's a roller patch up here, and we're about to hit it now.
Oh, I can't see the rollers.
Okay, so now we're on 1-wheel pushing. Now we're on 1-wheel pulling. Now we're on 2 wheels pulling. Now 3, and then back to 4. And see, it did all that. We were going 4 or 5 miles an hour. You saw how smoothly it was able to shift the power amount. Imagine how seamless that would be to the customer at 20, 30, 40. And you wouldn't even know what was happening. This is DSR, by the way.
Yep. Feel it.
I'm off the pedal.
Wow, what grade is this?
Well, let's see. If you guys ate enough breakfast, we should hit about 50%.
Oh my God, oh my God.
43.
Saw it briefly.
I saw it, right? It's 50. I took a picture.
This is another reason that they brake hole here. This is another reason that they give you, or they want you to have the camera. If you didn't know there was a road in front of you,
I can't see anything up there,
that's right.
but on the camera, I can see it.
Take DSR down right here.
Can't see the road anymore.
That's right.
With the cake out the front, so.
And DSR again. That's it. Now, these cross ties, they're laid out in even spacing. Kind of harsh, like the potholes did. But notice as we get to the middle, how much the adaptive air dials out. All right, so this is what the beginning feels like. I'm going to hold constant throttle. Here it goes. It took an incredible amount of the
Yeah,
bite
it's not
out of those
really,
turns.
not really.
As long as it gets the
I
same
don't know.
thing multiple times, it can calibrate for that.
Got it.
Cross ties. Or railroad crossing, I should say. Okay. Sport mode lowers the car an inch below stock. Take this out of the range here. Go back to this. We'll shift this around to sport. Look, change this to road. Look how we've got another marker underneath there for -1. Lowers the car lower than stock, which is great for loading groceries. Okay.
Yeah, but you're saying drive up, put it in the sport mode.
You can drive it in sport mode. It's just an on-road feature. We don't have anywhere to demo it for you out here. I'm going to put it in mode now. So when you get out, I want you to notice how much easier it is to get out than when you got in. Sport lowers it an inch. It makes the throttle response faster. It makes the steering rate faster.